Today I'm going to show you how to make this Christmas wreath tree ornament. It's a nice size to hang onto your Christmas tree. You can make it in any color. I made a red one and a green one. I decorated the red one just to give you an idea what you can do with it. It's not a difficult pattern to follow. What you're going to need is you're going to need your color for your end here, and you're going to need another color for the inside. You're going to need some beads or ribbon or whatever you want to decorate it with. I used a 4-ply yarn with a size 3mm crochet hook. You're going to need your embroidery needles to close the ends, and of course you're going to need your scissors. Let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start with the slip knot. And then we're going to make 24 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3. So once you made your 24 chain stitches, make sure that your chain stitch row is not twisted and turned. Then you're going to make a slip stitch right in the first one you made to form a ring. There you go. Now we're going to make 2 single crochet stitches in the next stitch. So in the next one, 2 single crochet stitches. 1, and I'm working this end away as well while I'm busy. 2. Then 1 single crochet stitch in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. Then in the next stitch we're going to make 2, and that's we're going to repeat until we get to the end of this row. So 2 in this one, and you will have 30 stitches then when you're done. So 3 in the next 3, 1 in each. 1, 2, and 3, and then 2 in the next one. So repeat that until you get to the end and you've got your 30 stitches. Once you've got your 30 stitches, you can make a slip stitch in your first single crochet stitch that you made. Now I'm going to make 1 chain which will not count as your first stitch, and in this stitch I'm going to make 2 single crochet stitches in the same stitch where you made your slip stitch. 1 and 2. Then in the next 4 I'm going to make 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 2 again in the next one. You're going to go repeat this until you get to the end of this row, and you will have 36 stitches by the end of this row. Okay, I made a slip stitch right in the first single crochet stitch that I made. Now I'm going to make a chain which will not count as my first stitch, and I'll make a single crochet in the next, and the next 2 rows, row 3 and 4, will just be single crochet stitches in each stitch. So it will be 36 stitches, and it will be for 2 rows. I'm going to quickly make the 2 rows, and we'll see you when I'm done. Okay, so when you're done with row 3 and 4, before you make your slip stitch into the next stitch, you're going to make your slip stitch to end this row in the back loop only, because the next row we're going to work in the back loops only. So only there in the back loop we're going to make our slip stitch. Like that. So now we're going to make row 5 the same. It's just going to be single crochet stitches. So chain 1 and make your single crochet stitch, but only in the back loop. This row we're only going to make our loops in the back loop of this 36. And then when you close this one, when you finish this row, you can make a normal slip stitch. So just go back loop only. The next row will only be the same as row 3 and 4. It will only be single crochet stitches through both loops until you get to the end. So I'm going to start as I used to, and I'm just going to go all around into both loops, single crochet stitches. All around. Make sure that you've got your 36 stitches. For the next row, I'm going to start with the chain 1, and then I'm going to work the next 2 stitches together. So that one and that one. And then I'm going to make single crochet stitches in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to work the next 2 together. So I'm taking that loop and the next stitch loop, pull through and make a stitch. Then 4 normal single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 2 together again. We're going to continue with this until we get to the end of this row, and you will have 30 stitches. Our next row, we're going to work the next 2 together. So that, wait, let's just make a single crochet in that one, and then we're going to work the next 2 together. So it's that one and that one, and this time we're going to make 3 normal single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 together. That one and that one. We're going to do this all around. 3 single crochet and then 2 together until we get to the end where we will have 30 stitches. And 2 together. Okay, so I joined together, and now I'm going to cast off, but I'll have to make my piece that I keep long enough so that I can turn this inside like that and work this together, the 2 sides together, and bring my cord out to this side where I will make, let me just see here, 20 chain stitches to make this little thing to hang it up. So make sure that your piece that you keep is long enough for all that. Rather too long than too short. So let's do this. There you go. Now I'm gonna take my embroidery needle and I'm gonna work this inside together. Just get it that way. And we're gonna go all around. Until we get to the side here as well, then I'll show you what I'll do. Okay, I'm all around. And now I'm gonna take my piece that's left and I'm gonna go inside in between the two sides to any open loop. Remember that row that we worked the back loop only. Now that is the row that's now here, and we're going to work on that row now. So now your yarn is there at that loop there. You can see that that is the row. If you look at the side, you can see it actually better, and that is what we're going to work on, that piece there. So you can take off your hook, your needle, sorry. You can take your embroidery or your crochet hook again, and we're gonna go into that next loop, and we're gonna start with a chain, and we're going to make 20 chain stitch. We're just going to make a slip stitch in that one, and we're going to make 20 chain stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 and 20, and we're going to make a slip stitch in that same loop that we've got here where we started. A slip stitch again, and now we can fasten off the green. Now I overdid it a little bit, but I'll rather have too much left then an inch just to let them. There you go. And now you can work this end away. You can work this end away. For our next row, I'm going to cast on white in the next loop, right next to that one. And I'm going to make a chain with both strings, and then in the same one I'm going to make one single crochet stitch, one double crochet stitch, and a single crochet stitch. Then in the next loop, the next one, I'm just going to make a slip stitch. Come on. Then in the next one, again, single crochet stitch, a double crochet stitch, and a single crochet stitch. Next loop, slip stitch. You're going to continue until you get to the end. You're going to cast off and work away your ends. And there you go. Now you can decorate this with any way you want. I've decorated this one with beads, but you can use little strickies, or you can use little ribbons, or little flowers, or beads, or anything you want. A nice size to hang onto your Christmas tree. I hope you enjoy my videos. Please like and subscribe to my channel, where you will see some nice other patterns as well, or ideas for your Christmas tree, and quick and not difficult patterns to follow. Hope to see you soon.